Virtus Pro do want to go with more of a core Naga, they're going to need some, you know, more hardcore support. They've even banned out the Crystal Maiden from themselves, so maybe they have something ideally in mind. I'm always a big fan. When I see Ancient Apparition, I'm always sad that people don't take more advantage of maybe like a Shadow Demon, because the Cold Feet goes through that, and that's like guaranteed land. And I think it's a dirty, cheesy lane setup, but it just hasn't been trending a lot lately, unfortunately.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. It gives you the guaranteed stun, I guess. Most people pick the AA for the chilling touch and the ulti, but
yeah, absolutely.
I think Cold Feet is somewhat a slightly underrated spell. Just it's not really a direct initial stun, but with the Shadow Demon it kind of becomes one. But
yeah, you can definitely make it work in some sort of like peanut butter jelly lane setup, like a Miranda Bane style. But there we go.
Yeah.
Puck, last pickup for Cleave. That's who they want to put up potentially against the Storm Spirit in the mid lane.
So put Nyx onto a support role as opposed to a, I guess, off lane or mid role. Batrider. Batrider's going to be our off laner for
10
today.
seconds remaining.
I don't mind the Nyx
I
support.
so.
I think he's. I mean, most teams are running him
5
nowadays as
seconds
an
remaining.
off laner, but I think he's still very good in the support position.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just important to have in the game altogether. I mean, this is a guy who can make plays, great initiation. Obviously, if you have any sort of relative skill with Carapace, you can do great counter initiation as well. So I'm always a big fan of having Nyx in the game. He's probably, I believe, don't worry, gods, I'm pulling out more stats for you right here.
Good,
I
man.
believe, yep, top played right now in 6.8 gods, Nyx Assassin. So
Yeah.
welcome back, my friend.
I saw that the other day on the Join Dota stream. The two most played heroes is Nyx Assassin and Mirana, I believe.
Yep, you're
Okay.
right. Absolutely. I think Mirana has the #1 win rate. More stats.
Wow, like to have the #1 winner after there's probably heroes who have been picked like 3
well,
times who
more
have higher
wins
winner.
rather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most wins probably for the amount of times it's picked.
Yeah, like there's-
57%. There it is. There it is.
That's pretty damn high considering how often they've been picked.
And considering how skill-based the hero is, you know, you gotta be able to
Here
land
we
that
go.
arrow and get the plays.
Are you
And
ready?
considering a lot of the players have been appropriately picking it up, you know, and not faltering away and trying to do any sort of fancy support Mirana style, they've been making it work. And yeah, that's a lot of wins. I was even a little baffled by that.
Yeah, well, we'll get ourselves into the game now. It's going to be Virtus Pro versus Cleave, our first of 6 StarLadder Europe matches today on day 8. We're going to Virtus Pro playing over on the Radiant side. We've got G playing his Storm Spirit in the mid lane. We're going to see Doom being played by Arsad. It looks like he's, well, gearing up. It's kind of off-lane play, but maybe gearing up to go to the jungle here. Jotham's going to be playing a support like a Siren. Den's going to be playing a carry Morphling, and then finally it leaves NS on a support Ancient Apparition, and I'll let you introduce the Diet side, Cuddle Guy.
Cleave, the up-and-comers, trying to get a win for themselves. Russian Dodo at its best. We got Roger leading the front here on the
Steady
Bane.
now.
He's going to be accompanied
30 seconds
in this
until we are
tri-lane
tested
setup
by
with
combat.
Stress on the Nyx Assassin, and they will be babysitting out Yamaha on the carry Lifestealer. In your mid lane, we got Lolik, who'll be on the puck to contest that potential Storm Spirit mid, and bottom in the off lane, we got Zako. I hope I say that right. On your Batrider off lane.
You know, you probably didn't say it right, but I'm not going to be the one to correct you.
Yeah.
It's like the first time you see like Havos name, no one's going to say I think it's Havos.
Or Havako? I don't know. Yeah, we'll give it best. But he's taking a little bit of punishment right here. A little quick chilling touch, that extra 50 damage. That's going to smack you on the butt.
maneuvers have begun. Only time will tell
He's
if they're
gone for
any
the boots
good.
first as well, so he's a bit lighter regen here. Already foresees one of his 4 tangos, so this is going to be a painful lane for him. AA can just trade hits with Batrider, zone him out really well, and that's going to be a big struggle for him at bottom, I feel. I think he just needs to go back to the jungle fairly early.
Yeah, I mean, typically when I see an Ancient Apparition played, I'm like, this is a guy who's going to need a lot of levels. So throwing him in a tri-lane can definitely have its downsides, but for right now, I think they're content in having him just be this enforcer of the lane and smack him around and not let him close enough for the creeps.
Yeah, his chilling touch on cooldown for now, but Zako is trading hits a bit, but he's going to quickly find out you cannot trade hits with an AA with 12 damage over the Batrider. That's a huge difference here. This new Batrider base damage is pitiful.
Oh, it's weak. He's throwing pillows right now, gods. It's absolutely dramatic. Mid lane, in the meantime, Roger on the Bane picked up the early rune, thought about making a maneuver in on gods in the mid lane, but now he's just taking advantage of those illusions and just trying to help deny a little bit of that early CS. Pop definitely wants to take the upper hand in this mid lane sooner rather than later.
You often see Bane getting the level 1 Enfeeble, like to help out the mid lane, but against the Storm, it doesn't really help because he just pops a Remnant and still gets those last hits. So we'll see Batrider come in, contest a pull here. This is this will actually help him out. This will get him experience. even if he doesn't get these last hits, and he'll get actually get 3 of them, so not too bad.
If there's anyone who can contest these pulls better, it's probably a Bat Rider. This is something I definitely see like Demon play a lot when he does his Bat Rider is just kind of really harassing the side lanes. Take advantage of the fly to, you know, use the cliff to his advantage, sap away all that XP, and if he can get the last hits, that's even all the better.
Well, and both carries have a pretty easy lane here, and we'll have to see if they go really greedy, like the Midas type builds that you often see come from lifestealers, or if you're Morphling, even Morphling can go for Midas. I mean, we've seen Arteezy do it time and time again, even though he plays it sort of in the mid lane. But maybe, especially if Virtus Pro think they can get away with it, I think we may see some Midases come out.
Yeah, I mean, especially on the Nyx in the top lane, he has enough free space. He should be able to quickly get that Midas online and secure more of a lead. Himself. Morphling you always look at and you first say, wow, he actually has some items on the Morphling. That's pretty clever, the classy set right there. But also this is a guy who's going to need a couple items before he can really reach his potential. So he's definitely going to need this free farm, and he's happy to take it right now.
Virtus Pro actually just abandoned top lane. Doom hasn't even been up there. He just went straight jungle, which is something we haven't actually seen much of. This is like going back to like 6.79 almost, where teams would just abandon the off lane when they had like a dark or something.
And they abandon the top lane on Cleave, and they go right on the Storm Spirit. Really nice. And just after you were saying that he had all the space in the top lane, they knew that, so they're like, let's go ahead and take advantage of this. They throw out the smoke, make their moves to the mid lane. Definitely want to be able to take out the Storm Spirit a time or two before he reaches that level 6. They get it done, and just like always, Cleave off to a great start. Let's hope they can hold on to it.
Yeah, it's one thing to get the first blood, but to keep on going from there. G does have boots and bottles, so even though he goes down, he's got his... I mean, this is all you really need at 3 minutes into the game, so... He hasn't been crippled too much, but Puck's going to be hitting level 6 before G, and that's where Puck look for another kill when he has that Grim Coil.
Yeah, and he might not even need the extra assistance this time around, so we'll see. It's going to be a battle of the level 6, definitely something we're going to keep our eye on there. Also, bottom lane, Bat Rider actually pulling in a decent amount of CS, but just as I say that, gets ensnared, cold feet blasted, torn apart. Sorry for praising you there, Bat Rider. You got taken right down. Jinxed him.
He was
My bad.
so far up in that lane. Like, that is
Yeah.
that is just way too aggressive against a level 3 Naga Siren as well. The damage upward there. One snare and you're dead. You don't even need the cold feet.
Yep, and it works out for their best. Illidan, the one to pick up the kill, timing out the wave, and picks it up for himself. Definitely the one you wanted to get the kill.
And we'll see Puck can find an illusion rune at top. That gets him. He's actually no longer really ahead of the Storm Spirit on experience so much since he went to go get that rune. Storm gonna hit level 6. Probably a fairly similar time to this Puck.
Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, he already has the Nyx Assassin relatively nearby. I was thinking that maybe for a moment he's going to hang around, for the level 6. That might be the case still, and so we can see which team wants to take advantage of the level 6 first. The extra assistance would help out, but it looks like Nyx Assassin instead is going to kind of venture off on his own.
Puck has got it now. Storm's just left lane though. He sees the supports a bit, just one support. He sees Bane top, but even with just Nyx missing, he's like, I'm going to stack some pulls. Well, he's not going to stack, he's just going to kill a few camps here and play as safe as possible to get up to level 6. Or bottom lane.
Oh, here we go, bottom lane, yeah. Like taking use of that Trim Coil early, immediately takes apart the Iceman.
Well, that was a TP from a Puck for an AA. Like, it's still another kill going Cleave's way, but that's still a big rotation, as well as his first Dream Coil of the game being used for a support hero.
Yep. Immediate rotation for the Nyx Assassin to take away that XP in the mid lane for himself. He's got to get that Vendetta. He's only level 3. That's when happen. Meanwhile, to hear that Morphling gets redemption for his own side and immediately takes part of the Bat Rider once more.
This Bat's struggling to too much out of this bottom lane. He's got the Tranquil Boots up fairly early, but didn't really get much beyond that. And I think this is where he's got to just give up bottom lane. They can kill him too easily with just even Naga Siren plus Morphling. I think he needs to rotate into that jungle, but he's going to persist. He wants to go back down bottom.
He's like insistent. He's like, nah, that was a fluke. I gotta go back and redeem myself here.
Yep.
But man, Illidan though, you don't want to giving this guy kills. I mean, Lifesteal on the top lane has free farm, but now Illidan not only has free farm, but he has 2 kills under his belt. So not a good start. Already power treads, already ring of health. Pretty fancy stuff.
Yeah. We'll be going for that Lincoln's build, but Yamaha with the Midas, so he needs to come online really fast. Like, as much as you want to like go greedy with this Midas, he needs to go into that phase drums, maybe the drums armor, even just a phase armor, just to try and get involved in these fights really soon. I feel.
Yeah,
You've got a Puck on your team. You can go for those infest bombs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. As LD would say. Shouts to BTS, the vehicle for Lifestealer to get into the fight. Lifestealer is one of those heroes you can't just kind of waltz into there to make something happen. Actually gets a Morphling who can kite you around. You need someone to get in the heart of the battle right away, and Puck's great at that.
Cuddle Guy, back in my days, Lifestealer's got Blink Dagger, okay?
Oh my god. Yeah.
That used to be like a legit commonly bought item on
Radiant's top tower has been attacked.
I imagine, I don't know. I would assume at that time maybe they weren't taking advantage of the infest was even available to work with. You got to get him in those fights, you know. It's going to be useless if he's kited around so easy, like a Bristleback would be or something. He's got to be in there, ready to go get the, you know, the open wounds started and all the right clicks happening, so.
Well, we've got Arsat. He's speaking of not getting involved. He's been just jungling away. He's going to hit level 6 fairly soon, so we look to see him come out of the jungle. Wow. Maybe with a support rotation, just try and get a kill with that Doom, because he's hitting level 6 very soon.
Pretty much the theme of this game is when level 6 comes around, we're going to see some fireworks. You got the Doom, you got the Song, you got Ancient Apparition. He's going to start throwing from downtown a couple of ice blasts out, so things are going to get real exciting when level 6 rolls around.
Yeah, Puck swing follows back up, but I think Puck right now is happy to sit mid, wait for some action to happen in the side lane, or at least he'll just present itself and then he'll TP and go for the rotation, but actually... Oh, Bane. Thought about going. I did just dropping a sentry, yeah.
Yeah, it's just trying to help out his ally. No Fiend's Grip. If he got to sleep, maybe would have made something, but still a little too far.
He's just missing that observer. Oh, does he see the observer? It's been pinged a little. Not sure if they get that. In the mid lane, I'm not sure if they quite get vision of that observer.
Yeah, you don't see the tower, like, radius indicator, but it's like maybe open. If he sees it, he should be able to hit it, unless it's a bit of fog.
Yeah. No, that's the Radiant Observer ward.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh,
so
I see what you mean.
Yeah, the Dire Side would have to, like...
range. Yeah, on the sentry board, just on the cusp. Man. Oh, that struggle that he doesn't even know. He'll watch this replay and he'll be upset.
That's a cute little ward, because normally you put that Radiant ward like much closer, like over here, like around here, or even like on hill, when in range of that sentry.
You can still see up the cliff.
Almost predicting the counter ward, he puts it further back.
And you can still see up on the other side of the hill, so it still does its job pretty nicely.
Bottom lane, there's a zip in. That was a long zip from G. Gets an easy kill next. The team in the Bane is going to get cancelled as Doom shows up, and he's got his mistake bell with that. I don't think Cleave can defend bottom. They're going to give a tower to the Morphling heroes.
Yeah, Morphling, this is the beginning. I don't like it.
Yeah.
The snow's building up slowly on this Morphling. Late game's looking pretty promising right now, boys, so he's doing pretty good. He's already got the Perseverance online, immediate Lincolns. That's the foundation item for Morphling himself, so if he gets that sooner than later, it's going to get messy.
Yeah. I think we're going to see top tier 1 tower push from Cleave. I think as soon as Puck hits Blink Dagger, we've got to see Lifestealer get ganking. Even if he doesn't have armlet, doesn't have a drums, just phase boots plus Midas, you can do you're almost guaranteed kills with a Puck Blink initiation, and you can't just sit idly at this top lane.
Yeah. Man, I'm just observing that Ice Blast. I'm just thinking, like, man, Ancient Apparition's so good. You throw out the Ice Blast, and you're already making the whole team second guess committing to a push. Even though no one was really there to defend it, they immediately back up. Like, we can't really commit on this. There's an Ice Blast out. We don't quite know where everyone is, so just such a mind game tool as well. I like it.
Bottom lane, but Illidan, man, attack these creeps. What are you doing? Playing Ring Around a Rosie with him, and
classic PvE matchup down here in the bottom lane.
Yeah. Lifestealer's enjoying the same luxury at top as well, so.
Yeah, so we get to see a nice Clash of the Titans later in the game. Who has rised up themselves further? Illidan definitely has to have the advantage with the kills, so. And they're not giving anything away, VP. Right now, they're finally going to make their first commitment to this top lane. They throw out the smoke. They're making rotations in. Let's get some action.
Oh, and Lifestealer just used Infest on a neutral creep to farm. We're going to see Stress get initiated on it. Looks like there's a zip in to follow. He's used the Carapace, but it doesn't matter. G doesn't actually hit him until it's worn off. Stress is going to go down, I believe. He does pop a mana, but in goes the Puck. Going to go on the Storm Spirit. Storm in trouble, but there's a Doom out. Coming on the Yamaha in all sorts of trouble. Looks like Arsat should be able to bring him down to the tower. The right click down just there. He throws a Shockwave for good measure. Meanwhile, the Storm Spirit is actually still alive. They're going to... Ooh, Song of the Siren. Lolic's still there. He can't actually up out of here, and... So far, Cleave have lost 2. Arsat's... He's trying to... The Bane's just juking him. Level death is spot on. He had a level 2 level death. It was the right trigger. Arsat going to go down to the Batrider now, but a good fight for Virtus Pro. They trade 1 for 3, it looks like, and Cleave just didn't have the firepower to take that fight.
Yeah, a bit of a hot mess all over the place, but Virtus Pro definitely came out on top with that one. They pushed ahead 6-3. They got the Lifestealer down, which is everything they could have ever wanted, and then some. And Illidan has been just chilling this bottom lane, take advantage, watching his teammates take it to him, so he's super happy. Things are looking very nice right now for Virtus Pro.
Yeah, that was 4v5, like, come to think about it. Cleave brought every hero into that. It didn't help that the Lifestealer gets taken out by a Doom. Nyx is dead before the fight begins, but they trade 1 for 3 in a 4v5 scenario. Lincoln's is going to be up so incredibly fast on Illidan now as well.
Yep, and I mean, if Cleave want to make something happen, they want to get the momentum back in their favor. This is the time. Batrider now, level 8. He's finally got the Blink Dagger in his hand, so we'll see if they can make a pickoff happen with one of the best in Batrider. But now with that Lincoln Sphere, Morley can't be immediate target. Now you have to think about getting rid of that Lincoln before it. An immediate Infest Bat now, though, heading to the top lane.
Tower is under attack.
Solo smoke as well, so he wants to make sure and get there somewhat undetected, which is probably worthwhile against Naga illusions. Also observe
Plus the move speed.
Yeah.
Want to get there quick.
Oh, finds an Invis rune. You don't want to pick up that Invis. Well, it kind of reveals the fact you're smoke when you take it. Like, Virtus Pro will see that rune go missing in front of their eyes and be like, wait, what? They're either smoked or they're Nyx Vendetta.
Yeah, they're pinging it out. I was gonna say, hopefully their eyes have to enter there at that moment, but they do ping it, they do see it. Already Naga throwing out the illusions and immediate TP. Had the song in case things got hairy, but he's gone, and now this will be, there'll be a waste of time. They might just hand over the tower. Yeah,
and they're doing this because they're getting the tier 2 bottom. Virtus Pro have their entire team here at bottom lane. And this one looks like a morph solo push. Cleave and Forklift and try TP back to defend, and then Storm's gonna zip in. Everyone's just right here waiting. This could get ugly for Cleave.
Yep, and Naga's there, so as long as she gets some... Oh, no, will not matter. He's just going to blast it out with the Ice Blast. They're going to trade the 1 for 1, yeah. But Virtus Pro definitely has to be looking for with the structure too.
Oh, a lot of TPs coming in. Big AoE from the Ice Blast catches out Roger here. Not going to see any sort of zip in from G though, but a tier 2 for nothing. They don't even get the tier 1.
If they want to do something, this bat is waiting. They have a very itchy trigger. Yeah,
what?
they want to make something happen. They're committed now. They're spotted out. When did we eject? Come on. There we go.
He was in there for the full cooldown of it. He was in there for 90 plus seconds.
Maybe he had to use the bathroom, gods. I don't know. He stepped in and wanted to get away from the keyboard a bit. Just whatever. But yeah, they couldn't make it happen. This has got to be a little morally, They couldn't get the tower, can't find something for the Batrider to do. Virtus Pro, man, they know their stuff. They got great game sense to spot out the invisibility in the top river get taken up. They knew things were happening. They took the worthy exchange, and now they're looking to fight here in the top lane.
Yeah, well, Lifestealer wants to rotate in here. He needs to be careful. He could be the Doom target here. Pluck goes in with the Blink Silence here. Illidan can't actually ult. He can Doom. Wait for that. Doom goes onto Yamaha. There's a Blink last onto Arsap, but he's already popped the Doom. Song with the Siren's gonna buy some time. Set up an AA Ice Blast onto Yamaha. Catches him perfectly. There's a pull from G. He's zipped in. That's the death of the Lifestealer. Can they bring down more? It looks like they'll get the bat as well. 2 heroes down. Possibly more as Puck goes in. He'll take out the Naga Siren, but he actually gets out of there. Nicely played from Lola. Keeps himself alive. Gets a kill, and Illidan wants to chase deeper, but it looks like he's a bit tentative to do so.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They should be able to get this tier 1. I don't know if they're going to want to contest this. They're all, some of their life and mana is all very low. They're just kind of lingering around, but there's really nothing they can do about this. And that Naga pick now makes a lot more sense from Virtus Pro. We're just going to see the songs usually coming out to counter that lasso from Batrider, and they did it very nicely there to reposition themselves and make it happen. So I guess that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really think of like Sleep setting up an AA ultimate, but it works out okay. It doesn't have the biggest AoE, like setting up like a Dark Evac or a Black Hole or something, but still not bad. Like, it just, like you say, VP can just position themselves so well using that Sleep.
Yeah, and man, they handed over a double kill now. Illidan, my boy, Morphling, just sweet, delicious, copious amounts of gold for himself. Lincoln's already online, 1,500 in the bank. It's getting a little ridiculous here.
Yeah, well, we may see a pick-off here on G. He's unawares of this Nyx here. Nyx, I don't think he's got the damage, so it's only a level 3 Impale as well. He can't actually kill G here.
Well, it's now or never, gods.
Here's Puck. They need the Puck here. Ooh, the Puck, it may be a kill.
Oh, the coil! Please, we gotta get a kill. We gotta get a kill. We got to get the momentum going. Cleave, pull it out. All the stops.
Middle tower is under attack.
It's a coil.
Anything, like you say. Storm is... Okay, he's not that close to a BK, but he has just got the Oak Club. But even so, this is looking pretty ugly for Cleave here. They're only down 3 kills. It's only well, it's a 5k plus gold lead, but it feels like VP are just outmaneuvering them, and like this Morphling just doesn't have a gunner right now.
Yeah, no, and it doesn't look like he'll have one in the relative near future. I'm curious right now. They're smoked up. They know that the Dream Coil's down. I wonder if they want to be able to take advantage of this. They see that Lifestealer is flirting around here in the top lane. They might look to just go right in for this one. We got Doom online and everything. They're making the move in. Blink Lasso. Can I get Doom down first? Nope. The immediate blast from the Ancient Aberration. Doom on the run back will actually end up falling. The power of Chilling Touch and all that heavy flame damage was enough to take him down. And great mini counter initiate. Doom is on the Lifestealer, but he'll be able to get away with this. No problem.
Big bait coming in, and that runner reacted so fast that Doom couldn't actually pop his ultimate. If he pops his ultimate before the lasso, could go down. It's probably like a 0-for-0 trade at that point, but getting the Doom off got the kill.
Yeah, there we go. Cleave, though. They want to say, hey, you're not going to be able to snowball through this whole game and pick up a couple kills for themselves and take advantage of the lasso finally right there and make something happen. Proper initiation. I wonder if Doom will be the choice of target more often than not, because that Doom is going to be pretty devastating if he manages to get it off on the Lifestealer or pretty much anyone at that matter.
Yeah. Yeah, Pucker's going to become a pretty tasty Doom target as well. We'll see Cleave actually bring down a T1 tower here. TP coming in, but oh, they even used a sleep there.
Yeah, nice juke to get away. Barely blinks out in time. The sleep not quite there to catch him down. And, well, momentum shifting towards Cleave. They're getting it back for themselves. They got a steep hill to climb, though, because you always have that sweet Morphling farming away who now has the Ghost Scepter moving into that shotgun get-up where he will definitely look to probably quickly take down the likes of the Squishy Bane or, you know, even the Nyx Assassin with not even 800 life yet. He's going to have to play a careful.
Puck's also a fairly squishy hero. You can phase shift dodge some of it, but if you've already used the phase shift, you're in a lot of trouble against a Morphling Ethereal Blade.
Yeah. We'll see. Virtus Pro, though, I'm actually surprised they still haven't taken the mid-tier 1 yet, so they have a lot of gold to inherit here in the near future. And bottom lane, they're just kind of hanging back. Personally, I'm a little surprised at how passive-aggressive Virtus Pro is being right now. I think they're just going to wait for a good counter initiative potential. When the bat makes maybe a move in, they'll pull out the sleep, the Ancient Apparition ult to follow, and just trying to turn it back on him. But, we might see something here. Is moving an Infest Bomb on the Morphling. The best target you can get. Throw out the coil, they try to get Lincolns, and they get him down! Wow! Cleave ripping apart the Morphling.
That's sweet, man. There's going to be a counter initiation coming from G, but the lasso waiting for him. The Doom comes out. That's on a live hill. AA Ice is going to catch 3 heroes. Make it 4, actually. That's a huge Ice Blast, but it doesn't matter. Doom goes down anyways. G's in trouble as well. He's low on mana here. Uses all his mana. Lolik, he's going to blink in 2 seconds. He's dead.
Oh, man.
A turnaround coming from Cleave.
They're like on a 6-kill streak right now, making it happen right now for their team. They get the prized Morphling as well. I know he had a bit of a bounty going for himself too, so a little extra gold there. And man, Cleave, they're taking it back to him. The gold is beginning to dip back towards that even, which is something they definitely want. And wow, good for them.
Virtus Pro will not be happy with how the last 5 minutes of this game have gone. They were just controlling it from start to the first, till then, and now it's like, well, okay, what are we doing? Just throwing away kill after kill, and more than anything, Cleave just moving around the map really well with the Lifestealer infested, near the Puck, the Batrider, and it's this 3-hero roaming squad. It's always the Lifestealer +1, and then the Nyx Assassin there, Vendetta as well. Like, they always just have that extra 1 hero there to help get these kills nice and fast.
Yeah, I think also Virtus Pro just kind of were a little confident right there. He was just moving through the jungle trying to get that farm. I don't think he was expecting a lot of the Cleave group just be in his own jungle to spring the trap in front of his face. So now they have to play a little more cautiously, get those wards. We already see a ward battle happening on the bottom lane. They actually get the tier 1 as well in the mid, so a little bit extra gold for him in their pocket. But yeah, now we got to work on a map. His voice. We don't want to get caught out like that again.
Yeah, the warding really is favoring Cleave right now. They've got great vision, especially around the Roshan pit, but neither team with much vision beyond that, so we'll see Puck pick up Dagon here as well. So Lolik's had a great game. To me, he's been like almost a standout player for this Cleave side. We've got for a Blink Dagon, he's 4-0-3. He's been there setting up a lot of these kills and turning around these fights.
Did we already acknowledge he went to Dagon? Is that what we're saying? He's going to go for heavy burst? Okay. Wow.
I just saw the pickup now. I didn't realize until that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, not the norm typically for a Puck, but I mean, they're going for the heavy burst. Maybe, you know, they'll take advantage of a misplaced like Ghost Scepter. You know, try to burst down the support quickly sooner than later. It's been working in their favor when they get this proper lockdown with the help of the lasso. That whoever they choose, they want to take down immediately. So we'll see if it works out in their favor.
Yeah, it's pretty pretty painful for Morphling if he's in that ethereal form. Oh, Blink Lasso, they find Arsad. These ganks are working out well. Arsad got down before he can pop an ultimate. The TP's coming in. I don't think these are going to matter too much. Stress still has a Carapace, but not going to need it.
Maybe if Naga got there sooner and put out a song, maybe they could try to make a counter initiate happen, but it wasn't there. And man, they confidently just jumped to that tower and immediately took apart the Doom again. Doom is not happy with this Batrider. That's like 3 times now the Batrider's just had his number.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And it's not just one Dagon. Nyx is going Dagon as well.
Oh, man,
They're going all out burst damage. Or pops an Ethereal Blade, you spam Dagon on him, he takes so much damage. And you've got like mana. He's actually maxing mana burn over Carapace. This is a build you almost never see, but it gives a bit more burst damage. It's much more spammable, and that can be used to break the Lincoln Sphere as well on this Morphling with pretty decent range.
Yeah, it's a bit unorthodox, definitely. They're, you know, probably throwing their own shotgun abilities out there to contest the Morphling. It's working in their favor. I mean, blink in, grab a hold of them, burst the hell out of them, get them out of the fight, and we'll try to take advantage with numbers from there on out. So hopefully they don't get like too confident in blasting everything they have on trying to take down maybe like a Morphling.
Middle tower is under attack.
Let's say if they make the jump on him and take him down immediately, but then they'll have nothing left for the rest of VP, and they could pull back with a still relatively good counter initiate, especially if Storm Spirit manages to get a few more items. He's near that BKB, so when he makes the jump in across the river, you're gonna go on Lolic, and he will be taken down. Bit of bounty right there, 550 gold going towards the Doom, so bit of a redemption for himself after those couple of feeds, and he takes a ward, an extra 50 gold right there.
Yeah, there's actually been a gem pickup on Jodam on that Naga Siren, so a lot of they get both wards as well, so it's going to get hard for Cleave to play this next 5-10 minutes of the game. They're going to have no map vision. They've got to be very careful because I think Virtus Pro are done giving up kills, and they're going to be looking to stick together pretty well here. Lifestealer picks up a Deso, which is not really your standard lifesteal item. Normally you go into your Bash or Abyssal Blade at this point, but if he gets onto the Doom, he can bring down this Doom pretty damn fast. And I think that's going to be what he tries to do every fight with Batrider. Engage on Doom, and then Puck kind of silences and tries to deal with the rest of the heroes, like the Morphling. Even if you're not killing Morph, just silence him, throw some mana burns at him, try to just take him out of the fight.
Yeah, definitely someone you want. He's been pulling most of the farm for BP altogether. Speaking of the Desolator build, though, can't be too surprised now after 2 Dragons and a Mana Bird build-up. Cleave are just trying something new for themselves, maybe kind of putting VP in a bit of their uncomfort zone, and just kind of like, you know, oh, this is a bit unusual for us. We're getting caught out, picked up. After Morphling fell in the jungle, they're like, let's get a gem. Let's take control of this map. We don't want to get, you know, caught out like that again. And let's see if they can assert themselves and let Doom be like the true initiator, or maybe a jumping in Morphling, the Storm Spirit, who really has the potential to snowball like you typically see. I mean, Cleave is trying to take control of this game heavily. Bat, meanwhile, infested up. They're going to make something happen. They grab a haste. This could be pretty nice if they take advantage of it.
Yeah, well, a pretty nifty rune to have as a Batrider, but unfortunately, looks like VP are going to stick together. They're going to go for a smoke. Their own Ethereal Blade picked up as well, so this is scary times here for Cleave. If they get engaged on, they'll lose 2-3 heroes very fast. One gets doomed, another gets Ethereal Bladed. At the same time, if Cleave get the jump and Puck goes on the Morphling with a Blink Silence, he's got 800 HP. This Morphling can melt if he gets Blink Silence.
Here we go, though. Redemption. Yeah. Doom jumps in, but wow, immediately gets blown up!
This Lifestealer, he just two-shooted the AA as well. The Song of the Siren comes too late. It's not going to matter. Batrider's going to buy back for this one. I don't know if Virtus Pro would fight this. They're going to try and do so. There's a BKB pop from G. They'll bring down the big things off. Zako's come back. He's got a lasso going on Illidan. Can they actually bring down Illidan? There's a Desolator on the Lifestealer. He's going to bring down Illidan. The Morphling is dead. G's got no mana as well. He's got a TP, but that's all he's got. And I don't think he's going to be able to TP out of this one. There's a Flame Ray. He's going to try and go for it, but he's not going to do it. Ultra kill for Yamaha. The Desolator pickup. I will not question it. That was just undoubtedly insane damage up coming from our Lifestealer.
Was that a Doom or an illusion? He got blown up so quick. I mean, now I'm looking over Doom's items. No mechanism. He has the drums, but like...
He got plate mail. Did he hate mail for that fight?
No, he didn't have... I think he just grabbed it now. I don't think he had it for that fight, but it definitely would have helped out. He got taken apart immediately. Obviously, the squishy support went down next, and wow, the Doom just held control. And they hit like trucks right now with the Dragons and with the Desolator, and they took it right to VP and won that one.
I think you're right, he didn't have that plate mail, because if he had, he melted to the Lifestealer. He was down in the negatives for armor, and if Cleave can get themselves this Roshan now, they'll be looking like they're going to be in a much better position than VP. I think already they're in a better position than VP. Puck's leveling up his Dagon now, Nick's got his Dagon one, and the burst damage is just insane.
Yeah, this is
Hopefully cannot be going full. He's going to this full agi shotgun, but I think you've got to at least leave like 20 or so strength, like at least base strength, because he's going to melt too quickly. He's so gankable.
I hope he doesn't make the mistake, feed it over, and learn from that. In the meantime, I was trying to think about what was gonna. It's pretty dumbfounding to me. Like, I wonder if it's now Virtus Pro kind of thinking about changing up their style. They're going pretty, you know, cookie cutter as far as a build, but now they're going to get this copious amount of damage. Stress sees out Storm Spirit. Mini bursts down. Now he has Dagon power, takes him apart, and takes him down. Meanwhile, mid lane, they don't want to do. Grab him with the lasso and get another kill. Cleave! Have it at it right now on Virtus Pro. Tired of losing in this StarLadder. They want to take it hard.
What a team, man. What a team. These guys, not many upcoming teams, when you fall behind by like 5k gold, you're getting outplayed, beaten in the early game, can they say, okay, let's just turn this one around? And that's exactly what Cleave have done.
It looked pretty devastating. I nearly was like, well, this is going to be a quick cast, guys.
Yeah.
Pleasure, but we're done because Morphling, man, he had like 5 kills early in the game. He was getting towers in the bottom lane, he took advantage on the top. But man, Cleave now running right back to him, getting all sorts of crazy pickoffs that I'm sure even VP are dumbfounded over. They're trying to take advantage of that Roche, but VP know this. They throw out the A ultimate and they're rotating in.
That is a huge mistake and a big loss.
Oh boy.
That's...
He's not even happy about that
You know, they were on
no.
such a hot streak, and one mistake like that throws away so much of what you just worked hard for. Especially if VP take Roche on themselves.
Yeah, nice Roshan you got here. I'm just gonna go ahead and step in and take it for myself now. Yeah, you have no life stealer. No, it just blew up in their face. Oh man. Well, hopefully Cleave don't just throw it all away with this one. They might have to hand this one over. The thing about nearby though, Bat is flying. Can they get the steal?
There's a song just to make sure it doesn't happen. Like that sleep. And they're going to engage with this. Bane looks like he's also there's a BKB from the storm. He gets blown up by the shotgun. He does go down eventually to Nagasar, and actually Nightman himself. And that's the Virtus Pro. You can see just like they've got it much clearer, like late game decision making. The experience really showed there with how they followed up killing off the life stealer.
Yeah, they're making really smart decisions, Naga, with that very nice security blanket of a song, not allowing them even the thought to jump in and take the steal, and then they had the opportunity to move up the hill, catch out a couple, and take them out. And Virtus Pro, man, they're just taking the game right back in their favor. That window that Cleave had, they threw it open, they wanted to make it happen. I mean, they could still, you know, not counting them out of this one yet, but that was a little detrimental to them and all that momentum they did have.
Yeah, well, I think that was just a bit of a slip up. Like, they're going to lose a lot of their momentum, but I still think they're, even on even terms, or at least kind of close. We're going to see Illidan take a lot of damage at mid, as we'll dish out a lot of damage at mid onto Stress on the next assassin, but okay, he can tough that one out.
Maybe if he could take him down immediately, he would have committed to it, but didn't want to risk too much. He felt that the rest of the Cleave squad would have been nearby. Quickly throws out the replicate and just kind of, you know, instead flexing his muscles and shoving back the next assassin, showing who's boss. So
yeah. With the Aegis now, he can play just a lot more risky here, this Morphling, and that helps him out a lot.
Yeah, I have a good feeling that once the appropriate time comes, they'll build a little bit more farm, and once it's closer to the Aegis expire time, they're going to go for a serious brawl here, and if they manage to clean house with that help, then, you know, it could be, I don't know, it could be nearly the beginning of the end. Though, the push power from both teams isn't too crazy, so we'll see. Meanwhile, Bat infested up. Good old infested Bat, you know, not even rolling with the puck infest, not once this time. They want to make it happen with the Bat this time. So speaking of an orthodox Cleave, though, they're just gonna
see. Oh. Yeah. Well, he's good. He's been under the Radiant Glad. So without slot, so find a big bomb lane. That's big. Kill this. Oh, get the blink. I thought kill. The light was.
Yeah, definitely do. He's definitely online. I'm gonna make the move. Before he's jumped from the woods right at the tower. He's not afraid, so he'll make a move right in. It'll all be about whether or not VP can quickly counter initiate. We have a couple of TPs here. I'm trying to look over their inventories, and they do. Song will not be up for this potential engagement, but I don't know. They have to get it done quickly. Nagasire nearby, or an illusion rather, nearby to scout him out. I don't know if it'll be close enough or not, but if they commit to this, they better make it happen because there's going to be a lot of rotation coming out from the rest of Virtus Pro.
Right. Now back to it.
An accidental unpause. Yeah, this illusion is probably going to see this fire soon. I'm not sure if it's actually moving or if it's just passively sitting there, but
No, it's moving. He's definitely spreading him out, so it has the potential it could see him.
Yeah. I think they can easily kill Storm fast enough, and even if Morphling TP's in, they kill Storm before Morphling gets there, and then they can, well, either run really quickly or just kind of try and hold their ground and fight it as a team, because they've got stress there on the Nixon. They've got 3 heroes here. Looks like Bane isn't really in a position to come join, and Puck, though, he's rotating bottom, and that's a hero they do need. There we go, there's a blink, there's a lash, and they've caught out G, the right click, which will be more than enough. Morphling TPs, but fight's already over. He can waveform in with a shotgun, maybe going to bring down Zachary. Yamaha's actually the target. He goes down to the Ice Blast. Nicely played there, taking out the lifesteal. Meanwhile, Nixus has to bring down the AA. Morphling. Got to replicate up. They just need to replicate out of this one.
Ooh, a nice shift, gets away, but it's the coil. Bane throws out, gets rid of the Lincoln Spear, pulls out the ultimate. Holding him still, Dagon will help out. Now the Aegis will be popped, and Snare flying out and stress holding in place to help the Riptide going to try to burst him down, but he, oh no, will not get a shotgun down from the TP, and they take him out. Virtus Pro. Now, with that said, especially after taking out the Lifestealer, rather, they came on top easily, and we were talking about it. They made the jump in, but that tier 1 is still standing. They were able to rotate over and jump right in.
They got back there just too quickly and easily, and once that Lifestealer goes down, Cleave just lacked the real damage output. Puck got a nice little deny on the Doom there, denying the Batrider, so Virtus Pro only really got 2 kills out of it, but it still wasn't really enough for them. But it looks like both teams going to trade their gems, so both teams still have a gem, but AA is going to be hitting his Aghanim Scepter soon, and that's where Cleave have already been struggling to fight this AA ultimate, and with an Ag Scepter it gets even harder. Oh, lol. Oh man. That was a mistake.
Yeah. Easily getting caught out there, unfortunately.
That shouldn't happen. Not when you've got a phase shift blink.
Oh no. Fortunately, Cleave, man. I hate to say it, but just from the games I've seen, they do so good, and then unfortunately something happens and it just kind of falls apart. I really want these guys to be able to get something going for themselves. You know, 0-2 so far in the StarLadder, but we've seen they have glimmers of just great potential. They even get, you know, the likes of Virtus Pro. We've seen them in Alliance just really take it to them hard, not taking anything lightly, but you know, sometimes just these little mistakes can blow up in your face, and now they're going to be potentially losing this tier 2 tower and a lot more momentum for Virtus Pro.
Dire's middle tower is fallen.
They even look to re-engage. They've got the BKB up on Storm
They've
Spirit.
reached Dire's top tower.
This is going to get tricky for him. Even Morphling getting close to his BKB. Interesting to see him go for a BKB, but that's how he's going to get out of the Puck Blink silence, because that's actually causing him problems. You can't morph stats when you're silence, and you need a BKB to get out of it. The Lincoln's just not up against the Puck.
No, certainly not. Here we go, Smoke. It looks like they want to try to take it too, and don't give them the opportunity to catch them out in jungle. They're going to move up the hill, but Naga Siren will not see. Might see the Puck, but they're all smoked out, going to scavenge things out. Here's Illidan, though, quickly replicates away. And hello, they're making the jump? Nope, they will not be able to make it happen. Batrider, unable to catch anyone out, and just the ever so elusive Virtus Pro slipping right through their fingers and out of the jungle.
That was a bit of bad luck. The Morphling was going to... He didn't even replicate because he saw them. His replicate got down in 1 second, and he was replicating regardless because he wanted to get back to base, pick up his BKB. So it was just really unlucky timing. If he replicated before he broke the smoke, then they can maybe remain smoked and pick up some other VP heroes, but just very fortunate timing for Virtus Pro.
Yeah, very nice coincidence for them. Makes the move back, and like you said, now has that BKB, a little extra survivability, a little extra meat on the bones for the Morphling, who does love to glass cannon himself out. So, looking very promising for them, and as they make the long shift over, I mean, gods, at this point in the game, for Cleave, what do you do? How do you get that window of opportunity back in your favor? They had that moment, but is it long gone now?
It's still there. I think they need to be a bit patient. They're trying to just force the issue too much, and just also having heroes off farming their own who are being picked off, but they've shown that they can get in this game by using these infest lifestealers, picking off the Doom first. I think you have to go back to either focusing Doom or the Storm Spirit first, use the lasso, but it's just going to get trickier because Naga Siren's now level 11, so there's a level 2 sleep coming into play, and just that difference in cooldown, they struggle to fight the Song of the Siren almost because it's just used defensively to protect people.
Yep. Virtus, in the meantime, all smoked up, hanging around this bottom lane. We'll see if they decide to make something happen. I have a feeling Naga might hold on to the Song of the Siren, not use it as an initiate tool, but instead wait to see if they can potentially bait out maybe a bat. They see it now. They're going to actually catch the bat who's hanging around inside the base, and now, oh my god, really gets ripped apart. So that is an issue gone.
Wolfie actually popped the BKB here. He was a bit afraid of the Puck there. Just got the dream call of the Dagons. Oh, the double Ds, the Dagons come out and... Well, That's one way to use Dagon. It's just an EA though, end of the day.
Yeah, not worthy over a bat, so...
Oh, Doom comes out now. Nick's Assassin's in trouble here. They're gonna pop the Scorched Earth here. He's on the chase here. Makes another deny come out. Stress should just be okay here, actually. Assad's not had a good game. Normally, I kind of praise Assad for being the most stable player on this roster and just being one of their better players, but this Doom game of his has been a bit lacking.
Yeah, it's just a bit of an interesting game. He definitely had a hard time earlier in the run when he was a little more mid-paper. Now he managed to finish the Assault Curiosity. He has a little more tankiness to himself with the extra armor. And definitely going against the likes of that Lifestealer and his Desolator. Sorry, by the way, that's New York City. He wants to co-cast with me, honking it out in the background, but... but yeah, I mean, you're right. It's definitely been a pretty, up and down performance from Ars Art. I don't know, man. I'm actually a little surprised Virtus.pro didn't capitalize on the situation more, especially after they took out Batrider in that heavy shit. Now he'll be able to get back into the game, and Cleave, the best chance is trying to get good initiate with the bat, lock someone out, take out one of the big prize targets. But man, that AA ult, does he got that step? He does. Oh man, that Agnum Scepter, it's just good. It's too long, and those supports, if they get hit, they're gonna have to second guess about even committing to a fight.
And you combine it with a Storm Spirit and Morphling, you can just throw those AA ultis on Hero. If Storm's anywhere nearby, he zips in, finishes them off. Same for Morphling. If he's anywhere nearby, wave in, shotgun, guaranteed kill.
Oh, Cleave doing what they do best, though. They're like, we're just going to hit him up in their jungle. They're not going to see that one coming. He barely misses the opportunity. Nope, jumps in. Can he get the right Naga, though? The coil catches on two of them. Now the Lifestealer pops the infestation. There's the big hit, the shotgun, and they take down the Batrider easily. Now going to move on Yamaha. Yamaha will eat the ult and should be taken down right here, and that's detrimental right now to Cleave as they lose both prize possessions in the Batrider and the Lifestealer. Virtus.pro now, maybe they make a push on the bottom lane and take it right to the base, which they are pinging out at the moment.
Yeah, after that, this game gets very far out of reach for Cleave. That was so costly for him, but so well executed by VP. They blow up the Batrider first, just ensnare the Lifestealer and ignore him, and Naga Siren ensnare is just not allowing Lifestealer to do as much damage as he needs to do in these fights.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just guessing that Cleave wanted to make something happen like they did earlier, try to catch someone out in the jungle, just play that ballsy strat of just going at him, but unfortunately they've just found one too many and they couldn't get the job done quick enough, and now they might potentially lose a Rax. Nope, they're gonna make a jump in on Stress, and if they can get this pick off, it'd be nice, and they easily do so. Illidan moves on ahead to a mega kill streak, and now they're gonna go ham and try to take down this first set of Rax of the game, and man, Cleave, they had it for a while there, and it just fell right apart, unfortunately.
Got a good 10 seconds with no Lifestealer. These Raxes should go down. Hud can maybe try and stall him, but he's not going to keep these Raxes alive. 5 seconds on Lifestealer. Melee Rax is going to go down. This is first Rax in the game. Hud's actually going to go with the tech, and he almost brings down G. The Song of the Sirens there, though, and Lifestealer, he's TPing into this. TP's out. Morphling.
Hey! I don't have it, guys. I can't do it.
Team, please.
Live on without me. Oh, alright, they do manage to get away though. Oh, I was hoping that maybe they managed to scout out God right there, but they all make the quick escape. Batrider, a little tardy to the party, if you will. Shoutouts to AC, I guess, for that one, and they unfortunately will lose one Rax, which is all VP could ever want. Naga pulls up the song and they make their quick escape. Maybe they're gonna go for a Roche, but man, Virtus.pro immediately knows something's happening, throw out the AO immediately, and now they have to second guess even committing to this.
Lifestealer die here? He's armored on. I think he's going to become very... Okay, not that close. He infests to stop taking damage. That's a good move.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
It would have been okay, but it would have been very close to killing him.
I think about that you never consider the Ice Blast just works so nice against the Armlet. If you don't use it properly, you're going to be eating a lot more damage than you had hoped for. Now they have to make the retreat into base to heal up. Virtus.pro on the hunt. Moving right back into a Cleave territory here.
Got another Ice Blast. He's going for the Fountain Snuff.
He shoots.
Top tower has been attacked.
They saw
very nice, yeah. They scouted out. Good team coordination and communication away from that. I guess that would have been pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, like triple kill in the Fountain there.
All the added more Cleave's demoralizing events that have happened throughout the game. That would have been no bueno, but... Alright, Virtus.pro. The opportunity's coming. Are they going to go for the jugular here in the relative near future? Illidan does have the Eagle Song completed. Looking to move forward into some more damage. Jumping in on the Batrider. That's big damage. He does catch him out. Illidan's doing serious work. Batrider caught out again, who's supposed to be the heavy initiate right now for Cleave. That's like the third time straight he's been caught out and taken apart before he even has the opportunity to be a part of these team fights.
Yeah. This bat started out the first half of this game being the playmaker. He had such a fast blink 4 staff, and he has not had any items since then.
Oh man, the commitment just to take down the AA, and now it's gonna Hello guys, how's it going? And they're gonna throw off the song of the siren, trying to make something happen with Ted. Doom with the Doom. Can he make a move in? And snares to fly out. But he's silenced up.
Oh, pop the BKB. That's the death distress. He wouldn't need the Doom. The Lifestealer forced to pop the rage, and he's been once again ice blasted. So that's back to the fountain he goes.
Yep, and they should be able to make their moves into the base with this one. Lifestealer is back, and Batrider's got 6 more seconds. This is probably going to be the last hurrah, hopefully. Puck levels up the Dagon once more. Let's go out with the big boys as they look to make a move in on the Rax in the mid lane.
Yeah, there's Angel's still up on Illidan, and I didn't. Killing him once is tricky enough, killing him twice may not be enough. So they go with the blink dance. He's being shotgun already. Illidan gets low, but pops a BKB. He's still got the Aegis. Not just time to go and chase these lassoed, but no follow-up damage. They're just not really coordinating as well as they need to be, and Morphling brings down your Lifestealer. That's Rax's. That's GG, Copper Guy. There's just no coming back from this.
No, definitely the winner opportunity to pass Cleave, just taking so much advantage. They had all that initiation on their team. The Nyx assassin, the Batrider, the Puck. It was working in their favor there for a while as they managed to burst down their Doom, even Illidan a couple of times. But now, as you can see, Batrider is now a former image of his once self being initiated, and now he's taken apart immediately. They're just going to look to clear house right now. Virtus Pro, just a team that's looking to get it back. They're going to get their 3rd win now and move on to a 3-win streak, and definitely have to get the momentum in their favor after what has been a wishy-washy performance history from them.
Yeah. Well, hope it's Braxis here. Morphling just abandoned ship. Like, he left his team to die. Okay, they're called GG anyways. Morphling with the Aegis, not even wanting to use it. But Virtus Pro, they get a win, they should win, but it was not as convincing as it should have been.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely gave a glimmer of hope there to Cleave in the mid-game, but Virtus Pro, I mean, this is a team of some crafty veterans. They get it together. They make it work. Illidan's farm just proves too much in the long run. They were able to capitalize, get the initiations going in their favor against the heavy initiate team, and man, props